And welcome back to America's Pastime with Michael McKenzie. I'm your host, Michael McKenzie. The day is finally here, everyone. The trade deadline. We had some trades go down last night after our podcast, and we're going to be talking about the latest rumors and deals. After we finished our podcast last night, not very long after, the Chicago Cubs acquired left-handed reliever from the Detroit Tigers, Justin Wilson, and Alex Avila, catcher for the Detroit Tigers, for a couple of minor league infield prospects. The Cubs were seeking bullpen help this deadline, and they got it. I don't think they needed a catcher at all. They have a good catcher in Wilson Contreras, but I guess Avila will be a backup to Justin Wilson. The first trade of the day, at least, Addison Reed's going to the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have struck a deal to acquire the reliever from the New York Mets. At 9:28, the deal was coming to a close. Young righties Yerson Bautista and Yami Callahan will be going to the New York Mets when the deal is announced and finalized. But the Boston Red Sox are going to add bullpen help this trade deadline. The Indians have made their name big on the Yu Darvish sweepstakes, as that is suspected to end before the 4 o'clock deadline today. Many think it's his last day. And the Indians have made their push. The Astros are still hanging around, but the Indians are making a strong push for Darvish. But at the time, they're not in on it, as they are also pushing hard for a left-handed reliever from the Baltimore Orioles, Zach Britton. They only have 2 left-handed pitchers, both of them in the bullpen, so they would be seeking another left-handed pitcher. Their 2 lefties are Boone Logan and Andrew Miller, so seeking left-handed pitching help at the deadline would definitely be what in the Indians' best interest. And that's really it for the time being. Yu Darvish rumors, like I said. The Indians have talked with the Rangers about a Francisco Mejia for Yu Darvish trade. That has really been the expectation. While the Dodgers are still the favorites to acquire Darvish, the talks have reached an impasse, according to John Heyman, as they have been reportedly unwilling to part with the likes of top-ranked prospects, which the Rangers are asking for: Alex Verdugo, Walker Buehler, and Yadier Alvarez, for only not even a half-season rental of Yu Darvish, and then a postseason, which they are definitely going to make it to unless they have some sort of monster collapse. But that is what it appears to be for the Dodgers. Both the Yankees and the Dodgers were in on Darvish, but were unwilling to pay the price for a half-season rental. The Yankees have been out of it since yesterday, and now if the Dodgers are out of it, that leaves teams like the Indians and the Astros, who are just hanging around waiting to get a chance to make their push and acquire Darvish. Addison Reed had been talked about for a few days, still unknowing where, and then a couple days ago the Red Sox were reported to be making a push for Addison Reed. Yesterday it was reported that the Red Sox are close to acquiring him, and then earlier this morning, Addison Reed acquired by the Boston Red Sox. Here's some updates on the Indians' push for Zach Britton. They are pushing hard in the bid between them and the Dodgers and Astros. So those 3 teams have been linked to both Darvish and Britton. Cleveland was tied to Addison Reed, but he went to the Red Sox, so now they're going to be making their push for Zach Britton. The Dodgers and the Astros, so they're making the push for Zach Britton, so one of those 3 teams is going to get Darvish, and then that will leave 2 teams for the Zach Britton sweepstakes, and then the other's going to have to go for maybe a Sonny Gray type. I don't think the Astros will get either of those 2 pitchers. I think that the Indians are going to get I think that they're going to get Zach Britton, and the Dodgers are going to go for Yu Darvish. That they're going to have to be willing to pay to pay maybe just a little bit downer of a price for Yu Darvish, but I think that they're going to be willing to pay it. 5 hours until the trade deadline. The Sonny Gray sweepstakes really have been slowing down to the point where we're wondering whether he'll get traded, period. I don't know if he will get traded at all. The Yankees are still the strong favorite for Gray as they've remained their focus on him. The Braves are really the only other team that could be a threat to the Yankees in acquiring Sonny Gray. So I think that the Yankees have a deal locked up, that if the deal gets done, it's going to be for the New York Yankees. So I think that they should be in that good position to acquire that pitcher, Sonny Gray. So it's been a wild trade season yet again. We always seem to say this, but in the upcoming hours, we will have more and more trades to talk about, more and more deals, more rumors, and trade deadline news. I mean, we got Yu Darvish on the market, we got Sonny Gray. Now we have Zach Britton, who's reportedly the Indians are making a strong push for. Now that the Astros and Dodgers are in it, it seems as though he's going to be traded. He was a maybe, now he's a must on the trade market. Let's go over some of the other trades that happened this week. Lucas Duda went to the Tampa Bay Rays. The Mets acquired A.J. Ramos. The Orioles acquired Jeremy Heckelson. The Yankees and Twins both got Jaime Garcia. The Twins got him first, and then he was traded yet again to the New York Yankees. The Royals got Melky Cabrera. The Rockies got Jonathan Lucroy. Thank you for tuning into this hour of Trade Deadline Day in America's Pastime with Michael McKenzie. Don't forget to tune in at noon for the latest updates, trades, and rumors. Until next time, good night.